everyone, and happy early Valentine's Day. So near Valentine's Day, I know we all think of, chocolates and candy and flowers and heart-shaped cakes, and that's definitely true. So instead of spending a fortune at a bakery or buying, chocolates, why don't you make them at home? So I'm gonna help you make some homemade truffles. So you will need 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. You want 3/4 of a cup heavy cream with 2 tablespoons of butter, and you want to bring this to a gentle boil. You can do it in the microwave if you want to, as long as you have a microwave safe bowl, or I like to do it in a pot over the stove. And we're just going to start by, this is warm, pouring that over your chocolate chips. Okay, so you actually want to let that sit for a couple of minutes, and that's going to help melt the chocolate, and then we can start stirring from there. But while it's doing that, you can get together whatever kind of flavors you want. Now, you could just do this and it would be a delicious ganache. This would for the center of your truffle, or you could add some different flavors. So I'm going to do a couple different kinds, and what we're going to do today is orange. So we have multiple ways to add an orange flavor to something. In my opinion, the best, most consistent way is to use the real deal. So a lot of the flavor of your citrus fruits, grapefruit, lemons, limes, oranges is in the zest itself. So you want to just take your orange, you have a microplane, and you can just grate it right over the chocolate. By the time this is mixed in and rolled together, it's going to be super fragrant, like you can already smell it, and it's going to go really well with chocolate. Obviously, orange and chocolate. Other ways you can flavor it, you can do a combination of some of these things would be to do some triple sec or another orange liqueur that you really like. That's really good, as well as I have orange extract here, and I'm going to use a little bit of the orange extract. I just caution you with that. Extracts, especially certain kinds, when there's too much used, remember, they are an extract, so they're going to be strong. When you use too much, it can taste kind of fake, and that's certainly not what we want for your truffle. So I do have orange extract here, and like I said, you can use triple sec if that is something that you like. I did a Bailey's ganache where I put Bailey's in the center, and that was really good. Sometimes things just, there we go. And I would do probably about a teaspoon of the extract. Like I said, they are strong, and I have the orange zest in there already. Another flavor I'm going to be doing later would be like a salted caramel. So I grabbed a bag of caramels, you mix that in with your chocolate and your heavy cream, and then obviously coat the whole thing. So now you can take your whisk, and you can see a lot of it is already melted, and just kind of whisk these together. It will take time for it to come together and be smooth, but the base of any good truffle is the ganache in the center. It should be flavorful and smooth and super rich, and the only way to do that is by having a good recipe. So while that is coming together, you will find that when you're like heavy cream is the best way. You can do it with milk, it's just not the same. If for some reason you think it's a little bit dry and it's not getting as smooth and it's awfully thick, you can add a little bit more heavy cream. Just remember to heat the cream, pour it over the chocolate. Don't just pop the whole thing in the microwave. If you do that, there's a good chance that your chocolate can actually seize up, and then it'll never be smooth. Chocolate is very temperamental, and you'll get to a point where there's like a point of no return where you can't get it smooth again. So we will let that keep working, and the more that you work it around, the more that it gets heated through and the smoother it gets. I myself think I'm going to have to add more heavy cream to mine, and that's perfectly fine. That is what happens, and different amounts of chocolate require different amounts of cream. So we'll leave that for now, but you can do tons of flavors. Another one I'll be doing is like a mixed berry or a strawberry, and you actually mix jam right into your ganache. I have jam that I made in the summer with fresh mixed berries, and I'll mix some of that into the chocolate. Once this is done, what you want to do is you want to put it in the fridge for at least an hour. When you cover it, don't just cover the bowl. You want to cover it with your saran wrap or your press and seal touching the top so that you don't get any skin that forms on the top. Pop it in your fridge, I would say 2 hours minimum. And then when you take it out, you could use a small melon baller. You could even use like your teaspoon or tablespoon scoop to scoop out amounts. Roll them smooth. You can put them on a plate or a cookie sheet. I recommend a cookie sheet. It's easier to space them out. And then when you're getting ready to dip them, pop them in the freezer. You can melt the rest of your chocolate. And then when you go to actually dip your truffles, you're keeping your ganache nice and cold, and it's just getting perfectly coated in that chocolate on the outside. As far as the outside, you have so many choices, just like your interior flavors. You can do so many things. Something I like to do is, you can always do festive sprinkles on top. So I have pink and white. That'll be fun for Valentine's Day. I'll take my white chocolate morsels, add a little bit of food coloring, and drizzle that over top. So I would do orange for this. It also helps to identify what kind of truffles are what. They all tend to look the same once they're coated in chocolate. And another great way to dress them up is these little papers. You can get them in different colors. These are just like your, mini cupcake papers, but they make beautiful foil ones, and they will help your truffles look wonderfully professional. Now, often I know a lot of people are doing keto diets and trying to be vegan and vegetarian, even more often, and you can still enjoy truffles and do all of that. So there's a great brand of chocolate chips called Lily's Chocolate Chips. They are baking. They are vegan, non-GMO, 55% cocoa, which is a super excellent quality, and they're sweetened with stevia. So no matter what you're doing, your basis is that heavy cream. You can use your natural fruit flavorings. All of that is keto friendly as well. So you can still enjoy a truffle and have a really decadent treat for any time of year really, but especially Valentine's Day. So I hope these tips helped you. Like I said, there is nothing like a smooth, shiny, you can even see how shiny it is, gorgeous ganache. They will make you very popular at work, at home. You can buy heart-shaped boxes off Amazon, fill them with your own truffles, and they will make a wonderful gift for absolutely anyone. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope your truffles turn out absolutely wonderful, and happy Valentine's Day.